You may have woke up this morning or even the day before feeling lost, feeling like you don't know exactly where the world is going, where you're going for that matter. But what I want to assure you is that no matter how bad things may appear to be, you must recognize that within you, there's this divine spark, this essence that always wins. That's essentially what you're made out of. When you recognize that, then you recognize all of the other things that are going around you that you may experience and identify and add meaning to that seem to be discouraging, seem to be hurtful, seem to be heavy and daunting and negative. Those are just simply just an aspect of the coin of life, which on the other side of that, you have to recognize is beautiful. But you must identify the whole picture. You must recognize the whole picture of life, the whole picture of perspective and existence. You see, remember, one cannot do without the other. So if you are thinking about negativity, it's important to recognize that the other side of that negativity is positivity, is beauty. So though you may feel stuck in this situation, stuck in this experience, stuck in this loneliness, this identification of the negative, recognize that that isn't truly who you are and that isn't truly what life is about. Remember, that divine spark within you is pure. That is divinity. That is God. That is the universe. Everything that you are made out of starts and begins with that. Your consciousness, the thing which is leading you along this path of life, of experience, of spirituality, is leading you to the understanding that you get to decide. This is the beauty of it all. You get to decide how you feel. You get to decide how you see things. You get to decide what you create. And the journey, though, is recognizing the ego and its fear-based essence, mentality, existence is not who you are. And so as you look around the world and you identify with these negative things, you must understand that that is you programming your mind to identify the problems that exist before you. When in fact, you should be programming your mind to identify the solutions, to identify the path by which you need to take in order for you to live to your fullest potential, to be your true self. So you must let go of what society is saying is bad. Let go of the heaviness, the depression that may be surrounding you, and recognize that this will pass, just like everything else will pass. This is the beauty of change. Most times we're resistant to change. Most time we think change is a bad thing because we want to settle and sit in a particular situation because it's familiar, it's comfortable. But that again is a product of the ego. When we acknowledge the beauty and the power of change, we acknowledge the beauty and power of evolution, of things getting better, of experiencing abundance, the overflow, right? Experiencing a sense of the continuation of growth and expansion, which is what the universe is about, which is what your consciousness is about. So you must understand that when you look around the world and you feel this heaviness, you may feel a sense of wanting somebody or someone or something to save you and take you out of this heaviness, take you out of this darkness. But the only thing and the only one that can do that is you. When you do that, the interesting thing is you will resonate and you will send out a vibration or frequency to attract others who are on that same frequency of abundance and understanding that all things, though may appear negative, are in fact part of the whole of which we call life. It is a part of the journey. And when you acknowledge that journey and you acknowledge that totality of all things, the good in the bad. And when I say bad, I mean quotations bad, right? But that's just a mindset of a conclusion and a understanding of judgment based on your particular circumstance and situation and your relationship to a particular person, thing, or event. But when you think about it and you continue to move forward and evolve past that particular person, thing, or event, then you get to understand that that is a part of your growth. That is a part of your spiritual understanding and revelation. So own every opportunity that comes your way because that is the universe supporting you in coming into who you truly are. So don't shun away, don't hide, don't avoid. Don't experience anger or frustration, even though those are natural emotions, right? Natural human emotions. But don't let those things overtake you. Recognize that they are just symptoms of your ego, right? Being confronted. And as you recognize that, then you also see that it is also an opportunity for you to manage the ego better and thus come into an understanding as to what consciousness and what the universe is leading you toward, which is the understanding of the completion of the yin and yang, the good and the bad. So your job is to take ownership of your perspective, ownership of the meanings that you are giving to particular events and things that are happening in life, and then taking ownership as to how you're going to view this thing, right? How are you going to perceive it? What actions are you going to take? What belief systems are going to follow suit with what's happening? Even changing the meaning as to what's happening. When you recognize that you get to decide, that's when you truly embody the essence of understanding that nobody is going to save you but yourself. So your job now is to simply continue to do the work. And I know the idea of taking 100% responsibility over everything that happens in your life can seem heavy. It can seem daunting. It can seem like a lot to hold. But after you get over that initial stage, right, that initial phase of, oh my God, this is really all about me. Once you get over that stage, then you come into the understanding that your consciousness, the part of you that is truly you, the core of you, can never lose. That's like saying God can lose. That's like saying the creator can lose. That's like saying the universe can lose. You cannot lose. You only simply have to follow your nature, create, go along the path of curiosity, desire, passion, what makes you feel good, right? So as you follow that path and that trajectory of enjoying this adventure called life, you come into the understanding and the realization that you create everything that you're experiencing, and thus you're creating this whole thing. So even the bad that is happening, right? You can acknowledge that and see that, oh, on the other side of this, there is something good. Even changing initially what you have defined as bad and recognizing that, oh no, this is just opportunity. This is just a chance. This is just a symptom of success, right? This is evidence of me actually evolving. This is evidence of you actually becoming the person that can go beyond these mere issues, right? These mere obstacles, right? They're not even a big thing to you, right? It's just something that just needs to be taken care of. No big deal. And you can move through life in this way. And every time you evolve into your truest self, those obstacles seem insignificant. More obstacles come about, right? Will appear. But all you have to do is just simply acknowledge the divinity, the God within you, right? Tap into that God consciousness. And then you'll be able to, again, simply evolve past those issues, those challenges, those obstacles. See them as opportunities for you to see yourself, for you to be yourself. And that's simply how you continue to take this walk along this spiritual journey into becoming the true version of yourself. Thank you so much. Feel free to go to drabundant.com, subscribe to my daily newsletter, get access to this free ebook, and many, many more. Continue to join me on this journey. Peace and abundance always.